House Speaker makes U-turn, will now subject the Infectious Diseases Bill to a public hearing. I'm Linda Kibe, and you are welcome to the gavel. A barrage of criticism has hit the Infectious Diseases Bill, which the House of Representatives passed last week. The bill seeks to amend the Quarantine Act to better prepare the country for epidemics and infectious diseases. However, some Nigerians are of the opinion that the bill confers too much powers on the Director General of the NCDC and also threatens the human rights of Nigerians. Now, the Speaker's turnaround statement is coming on the heels of reactions that trailed the bill when it was speedily passed through first and second reading last Tuesday.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives says the controversial Infectious Diseases Bill will now be put to a public hearing. The Speaker's statement is coming on the heels of the reactions that have trailed the bill when it was speedily passed through first and second reading last Tuesday. The House had scheduled the bill to be speedily passed last week, but it was opposed by some lawmakers who were uncomfortable with the powers allocated to the Director General of the NCDC. The bill, which was sponsored by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, and two other lawmakers to support the government's effort against pandemics, is also to replace the Quarantine Act of 2004. For those who have criticized this bill, they say it gives too much power to the NCDC to trample on the constitutional rights of Nigerians. Some of the portions of the 47-page bill include: the minister may, for the purpose of preventing the spread or possible outbreak of an infectious disease, by notification in the Gazette, declare any premises to be an isolation center. That the police may arrest anyone suffering from an infectious disease without a warrant. If, in the opinion of a Director General, a building is so overcrowded as to expose the occupants, therefore, to the risk of infection by an infectious disease, he may, by written notice, direct the owner or occupier of the building to abate the overcrowding or to close the building or part thereof within the time specified in the notice. That a person authorized by the Director General may, without warrant and with such force as may be necessary, enter the premises or vessel to which the notice relates and take or cause to be taken such measures as have been specified in the notice. Where it appears to the Director General that the holding of any meeting, gathering, or any public entertainment is likely to increase the spread of any infectious disease, the Director General may by order prohibit or restrict, subject to such conditions as he may think fit, for a period not exceeding 14 days, the meeting, gathering, or public entertainment in any place. Every person on an international voyage, whether leaving or arriving in Nigeria, shall have undergone vaccination or other prophylaxis against all or any of the diseases as may be prescribed. Produce valid international certificates of vaccination or other prophylaxis to a port health officer. Meanwhile, the leadership of the House says no lawmaker received any money to pass the bill. Their reaction follows allegations that international NGOs had paid the lawmakers between $10 and $20 million to pass the bill.
Social media.
The Speaker says the allegations are weighty and the House will be taking legal action. The House has now set up a 12-man ad hoc committee to investigate the allegations and report back within 2 weeks.
I think the allegation, however ridiculous it sounds, may also be worth investigating, like the Deputy Speaker has said. Unfortunately, we don't have a culture of litigation in this country. Otherwise, so many of these things would have been abated. People who claim, oh, you cannot regulate social media, or you cannot regulate fake news, are the same people who are actually engaging in those activities. So they're hurting themselves. In a bid to hurt the House and the leadership and members of the House, they end up shooting themselves in the foot.
As far as I'm concerned, dying has not reached to me. Nobody has negotiated anything to me. I acted in the interest of Nigeria and in the collective interest of our nation. And for anybody to make the kind of insinuation, Mr. Speaker, he has breached my privilege, and I think it should not go like that. I want to plead again that the House should set up a committee to investigate this very spurious allegation, and if possible, take legal measures.
We have moral responsibility and moral commitment to protect the integrity of our persons and the integrity of our respective families. We also have earned a very, very reputable status in our various businesses and in our various pursuits in politics. Allowing somebody as a person, an individual on the street, to just put on record that something of this nature happened to us, I think is something that we should not take lightly.
If for anything, both some APC members and some members of opposition came up to say, look, let us don't consider this. It was not on the basis of whether anybody was giving any money.